Curly Hair Q&A. This is the Mondays with Melanie show. I'm your host, Ken Nickels, and I'm here with Melanie Nickels. She is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products. So how do you like my pink shirt?
Ooh, it looks really pink on there.
It looks really pink.
I like it. I like it. Does everyone like it? Ken looks good in pink. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we have to honor. Yeah. So this week we're honoring the breast cancer ladies and men. There's men with breast cancer.
There are. I am not one of them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Are we going to do a breast cancer giveaway today or no?
We are.
We are.
We are.
Okay. Are we going to do it later?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're actually working on two giveaways. We're going to do one giveaway today, the breast cancer giveaway, and then later on in the show we'll post a link in the comments section for those of you who are watching on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube live. You'll be able to click that link. If you're listening on podcast, you won't be able to, but that's for the big giveaway, the Curl Crap giveaway at the end of the month. So we'll do that later.
Yay. Curl crap.
Yeah. So busy week in the curly world, in my world anyway. We've got 13 pages of questions just today. We're not going to go through all of them. We can do it. Well, if we start early enough on time, we could probably do it. Have you got a fun fact for us or no? Anything?
Fun fact, yes.
Anything fun?
Sure. Well, it's supposed to be things about us. So I know we always talk about me being a gymnast when I was younger, but I was also, believe it or not, in tap, jazz, and ballet.
And ballet.
You can see my little tutu outfit.
Is that that's a ballet outfit?
I got my little
it's
tutu
pink. I see that.
Yeah, I got my little pink tutu on today.
You got your flats on too?
I do. I have little ballet slippers. Oh wait, we can't see them.
Can't see them on podcast either.
Well,
look. There you go. You're stretchy.
I know.
You're pretty stretchy.
So they're not my toe shoes, but they're my ballet slippers. I had to have them because they go with my outfit. I was so excited, actually.
I don't have a tutu on, although I do have a pink shirt.
Yep, we got Ken in pink.
For a while, anyway. For half an hour, and that's it. Then I'm going back to black, probably. But,
how boring.
Yeah, well, so anyway. So that's that. I'm trying to think, is there anything else we need to go over beforehand? Okay, so we talked about both the giveaways we're going to do. Melanie will do the breast cancer one at some point in the middle of the show. There'll be there'll probably be a question.
Yes.
And whoever's the first one to answer it that we see.
Sure.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So podcasts, if you're watching on YouTube, Instagram Live, IGTV, or Facebook Live, and during the week you want to listen to us on podcast, you can find us on Stitcher, iTunes, oh gosh, I forget all of them, iHeartRadio.
Where's your list?
Where's my list? I need some help in my headphones.
Chemo brain.
That's right. I have chemo brain. Where's my producer? We're on Stitcher. You can find us on Stitcher, Google Play Music, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. That's probably it. All the biggies we're on, and you can also hear us daily on the Curly Hair Q&A question of the day on YouTube and Instagram or IGTV at 9 o'clock Eastern Time p.m. every day. So,
but they can watch those later too, right?
You get to watch those later too. They build up. We keep them on the YouTube channel. So
anyway,
so that's that. So all right. So should we get into some questions? You want to get into that?
Pages to get
we have 13 pages. We're going to try to go through them quick. I'll do the best that I can. Okay.
Were you going to talk about? I don't know if you were going to talk about the answering questions live thing.
Oh yeah, we're going to start that up, but it's all going to depend on how many questions we get. When we make the posts on the different platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or on YouTube, that's what we usually do is we compile those questions, and then that's what we use during the show. And we'd been kind of thinking about about trying to take them live. And so people on Instagram could ask live questions, and same thing in the Facebook groups. Podcasts, obviously, you guys couldn't. But we're gonna try to do that in the near future, maybe even next week, because I know you guys can't see, but we've got a monitor, like a full size monitor, like right next to us, and I was gonna bring in a laptop that I used to do when we first started this, and then try to pull questions live so you guys can ask live questions for those of you who maybe, don't, aren't part of any of the groups that, that you can actually post the questions. But this week we got, like I said, I got 13 pages just today, so we didn't do it. But I think,
well, maybe
we need to probably talk about how we can do that.
We'll talk about it and figure it out. But maybe we'll take like one live question during each show or something like that.
Maybe more. Yeah. I mean, it
depends because we get so many questions. So
right. You know what's interesting is there's a guy I watch a show or listen to a show pretty much every day, like a podcast video show, and basically on cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, blockchain. And the first person to come on, he takes that's the one question he does live every day. Is whoever's the first one to come on.
Yeah,
he waits for all the rest of the viewers to come on.
Right.
He takes that question and he does it.
We could do something like that.
I've watched that and I'm like, that's a really good idea.
Okay.
That's a really good idea. So anyway, we'll probably do that, something like that. So, yes, we have been thinking about that. So let's get into some questions. Let's see, Melanie, are you often asked to give curly cuts with lots of layers? What are your thoughts on layers and lots of them? And do you have to go short to pull it off? I have mid-back length hair and my curls are high porosity. I think I have 2C, 3A, 3B hair. What are your thoughts on that? Layers.
2C3. What did she say?
That's a lot.
I know.
2C, 3A, 3B. She's got a pretty good mix.
Yeah. So, yes, we do cut layers a lot in the curly hair. The majority of the time it can help give some lift. It can relieve some of that weight that's pulling the curls down. A lot of times that's an issue where people are getting flat on top. So it helps to put some layers in the hair. Now she's saying, do I get a request for a lot of layers? And so I guess that could be taken a couple different ways, but I wouldn't say that we put a lot of short layers in the hair. So if that's what she's referring to, I would say no. It's typically longer layers, and it all depends on the style that we're trying to do and achieve. But layers help give movement. It removes weight, but it has to be done properly. Otherwise, you get shelves and choppiness in the hair, which is a lot of times what I'm correcting when people come in that haven't had a curly cut.
Yeah, as I was asking you this question, the thought that came to my mind was, are you even taking that kind of input from a client in the chair? I mean, can you even take that kind of feedback or request and working into what as a curl expert, a curl professional to do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, because sometimes people are afraid of layers, and if they prefer to have their hair one length, then I listen to that, I honor that, but I may explain what the benefit of putting some layers in their hair could do for them if I think that it's necessary. So, I would kind of show them visually, explain what I mean, and then that's the benefit of doing the dry cutting with the curls, because people can see. Mm-hmm. And if they're afraid, then too, I may start with just a very long layer, very minimal, maybe just some face framing around the face so they can get comfortable and see what it can do for them. And ultimately, if they like it and the hair looks better, they're going to want more. So that's the way that I approach it. But we do a lot of layering with the curls. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, great. Are those M's on your scarf?
They are.
You have an M scarf.
I have a pink M scarf.
A pink M scarf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to borrow it?
No, I do not.
Let's go with your pink shirt.
It would. Well, it's a little different pink. Well, boy, it is. If you look at the monitor, boy, is it bright.
I know. It's like fuchsia on the monitor.
Fuchsia on the monitor.
I like that.
Right. You know what's funny? Like I said, I know you guys can't see it, but on the wall next to us is this big giant monitor, so we can see it. It was originally, we put it in here because we used to post the questions on there live, and
now we have it because Ken likes to look at himself.
No, I don't. But actually, my eye, I can see it out of the corner of my eye. My eye keeps turning towards because it's so bright.
Yeah, I like that color pink. This one's more of like a rosy.
Rosy sounds even more feminine. Stop. Just stop. It's not getting any better. Are we at 30 minutes yet?
Okay, go.
No. Oh, boy. Okay.
It looks good. It gives you color in your skin.
Rhett said it brought out the silver in my hair. I didn't like that either.
Oh,
Anyway, I don't have any silver. Can we go to questions?
You're in the hair business. It's rubbing off on you.
Moving on. All right. What is the proper order to distribute products? Light to heavy or heavy to light?
Light to heavy.
Light to heavy. Okay, such as, can you give us an example?
Yes.
What's light to heavy?
So that's a great question, and I love that somebody came up with that question, because that's actually a way that I sometimes explain to people product application when they're getting confused, is going from lightest to heaviest. So for instance, when we're talking about styling the hair after you've washed and conditioned, and then you would use like the spray detangler, light leave-in conditioner. So that would be like your first product that you're putting in your hair, and then you would go on to your mousse, or foam.
If you're a mousse user.
Yeah, if you're a mousse.
If you're a mousse user.
And then, cream. And then, so we're talking about consistency of the products. Then you're getting into the light hold gels, like a spray gel is the lightest. Then you would get into the medium gels and then the firm gels. So if you were going to be layering products, if you think of it, and it's similar to when you're using skincare products, you're starting with like your liquidy products first, your toners, and then you're applying your serums, and then your moisturizers. So you're going from like the most light and liquidy to the most heavy and, what do I want to say, dense?
Dense
products?
is probably a good word.
So that's a good way to remember if you're layering products.
Okay, good.
Yeah, great question. I love it.
Great question. Here's another. There's actually a lot of good questions this week.
Good.
I have a question about treating alopecia alongside my curls. I'm not sure if there are any products I can use to stimulate growth that are curly girl friendly, and I don't want the hair I have to suffer. Any thoughts?
Yes. And I see a lot of this. I've experienced it myself through the hairline because of menopausal factors, hormone changes.
I was going to say, is alopecia primarily, maybe primarily is not the right word. Is it typically related to hormonal changes?
No, not
it's
just.
Not. So young people can get it and older people can get it?
Yeah, you can get it from just stress. So I've seen that in young people where they actually have bald spots in their head just due to stress, improper nutrition, different kinds of trauma, which again is stress related, and then just
I should be bald.
Yeah, well, so should I. No wonder I'm balding. Maybe it's not menopause. So, and then certain types of health disorders or health issues.
That's probably a good word.
Health issues. So anyway, but there are products out there. Number one, there's supplements to help stimulate hair growth. And then number two, you want to be using clean products that are not going to build up on the hair and cause more suffocation and hair loss. Chlorine, you want to stay away from, that can cause hair loss. That's a lot of times in our city waters, so it's good to have a shower filter to filter some of that out. And then there's also actual treatment products, like we support the Xenogen hair growth products, and those are natural nutraceuticals. It's not the chemical minoxidil in there like Rogaine. And so there's other ones, Nioxin, and I think Redken has a hair growth stimulating product now. Lots of companies have them. But the one that I see the most results from and that I can really stand behind is the Xenogen, because it has the healthiest ingredients, and the only way, and they're working on this. It does have sulfates in it. I know the last conversation that I had with them, they were working on coming out with a sulfate free, because we've discussed that. But there's no silicones or anything, it's because, again, when we talk about buildup in the hair, which is a major factor in hair loss, even, and then another one is just pulling, traumatizing that hair follicle. So people that are pulling their hair tight in ponytails a lot, or doing a lot of straighteners and things like that, they can get hair loss. But anyway, when we get back to sulfates, we do talk about them being used in clarifying treatments, because that's what the sulfates are. They're a stronger detergent to help cleanse the hair, and that's why we've gotten away from them, because they strip the hair and they strip it of, all the moisture and the extra things that we need, the moisture and natural
so it takes out the bad stuff, but it also takes out the good stuff.
Correct. So, but if your hair is really coated up with a lot of bad stuff, it's necessary in order to remove that. And so that's what a lot of the hair loss treatments are. They're going to be keeping that scalp really clean. So they're like a deep cleaning shampoo. At least the Xenogen one is. But again, they're working on substituting that with something. So I don't know when they're planning on launching it, but I still feel that is, the best one out there. And I've seen wonderful results with it. So for me, and maybe this person, what I always recommend is using it where it's necessary. So she's talking about, not ruining the rest of her curls. And so
pick the spots that have it and use it there.
So for me, I have some hair loss around the hairline and the temple area. So that's all that I use it, just in those areas. I don't use it through the rest of my hair because that could become drying. But again, then we just go back and we re-moisturize with. You have to be sure that you're, here I am going to use the Raw Curls product line, because either the Xenogen conditioner or the Raw Curls conditioner are safe, because you don't want to then go and use some other conditioner and undo what you've done.
Right.
So, and load up on buildup again. So, and I have been approved, my Raw Curls products are approved by the company that they're safe to use. But, and I feel that, well, anyway, you need to recondition, because that product is going to be a little more deep cleansing.
That's a good way to put it. What are the best products, not necessarily brands, for fine hair? What should I look for and what should I stay away from? So she's got fine curly hair. What kind of products should she be looking at? What shouldn't she be? Like curl creams, gels, mousses? What do you think?
Okay. So I believe that we were actually one of the first companies to come out with a wavy swavy
We were
line,
the first.
because I recognized way back when, in working with curly hair, there's so many people that have just finer and wavy hair, that all these curly products out there were just too heavy for them. They're very emollient. They're just heavier creams, and it was just too much for that type of hair. So number one, you're going to want to get shampoos and conditioners, or cleansers and conditioners that are lighter. And a lot of times they're more protein based, because that's going to help to swell and give fullness and body into that hair. So now it kind of gets a little complicated, because you can have fine hair that's really dry. So then you would need something more moisturizing, but we're just talking in general. So really fine hair, you're not going to want something heavy to weigh it down. You're going to want lighter products. So again, a lighter cleanser, conditioner, and then I personally would stay away from the creams, because those are going to be too heavy to weigh down the hair. The mousses are typically good because they're lighter. They're usually a foam, and they again help to give swelling and fullness and body to that hair. And they're very, very light. However, they don't give they don't have the most hold factor. So then I also like to use gels with the fine hair, and that's fine. That's kind of a personal preference, whether you would use a medium or firm hold gel. I find that you get more curl and a longer lasting curl with a firm hold.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Do you have any different ways to get next day curls while I sleep? I've tried a bonnet, scarf, silk pillowcase, pineappling, and none work. My curls end up straightened out halfway down, and I always have to re-wet all over and diffuse again. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, I don't typically have that issue. I put my hair up in what I call a modified pineapple, because it's long and I can't just do a regular pineapple. It hangs. So then I kind of wrap it around and clip it as well. What my personal routine is I take my hair down and then I use the Raw Curls anti-frizz. And you could use any, that's not the anti-frizz. That's the spray gel. It looks like that.
That's good. Same
So it's, but whatever. Is there another one up here? Some other line?
I don't know if there is another. No, we don't have another. There's somebody else's mousse over there.
Okay.
I don't know.
So lots of
Not today.
brands, the Diva, Weedad, most of the lines out there that I know, even this Mealy, is that how you say it?
Mealy, yeah.
Mealy. Is that one there? No.
No, where there is one?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, anyway, using like a spray light leave-in detangler conditioner is going to help to refresh the curls and just mist them. Some people even create their own with just water and conditioner in a bottle. Fine, whatever works for you. But I find that just misting it, and then you can't just do nothing. You have to take your hands and run, your hands over your curls. And I was just showing somebody this the other day. So I literally, whether you take them curl clump by curl clump, or I take mine in a big clump, and I just kind of run my hands over and I reshape and retwirl. And, I get that curl back in there and control the frizz. And that's really what I do. And it works well. I don't want to have to wet my hair down. But now Sabrina, our new receptionist, was having a little struggle with that as well. So she's misting her hair more, getting it more wet, and then actually applying either a spray gel or actually some more gel to the hair and just running that over and through her hair.
How's it working?
Really good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So is basically the answer, you got to play with it a little bit and figure out what works for you?
Yes, but typically you're going to be using some kind of spray to moisten it, and then either you're able to reshape with that or reapply a little bit of a spray gel or regular gel or product just to reshape and remoisten it.
Okay. I have heard many people suggest that highlighting curly hair will help to make the curls pop. What are your opinions on this? Will highlighting curls really make them pop? Do you think that it damages the curls? You ever heard that before?
Well, make them pop. So highlighting is going to reflect more light. So in general, it's going to make the hair pop, I guess is what they're referring to. So,
So it's going to make them look, stand out better as far as look, but it's not going to make it curl more.
Right. So I was just going to say pop, pop, fizz, fizz, because that could fizzle out real quickly. Highlights, yes, damage the hair. It breaks it down. It's stripping it of, natural protein and moisture. So it can actually cause your curl to go very limp and be more straight and lifeless. And, some people like that because if they have a really tight curl, it helps to elongate it, but it's because it's damaged. So is it going to, when they say pop, stand out to the eye? Yes, because it's reflecting more light. Whereas, darker hair is going to draw more light in, and it's got more absorption. So that's why we like to have that dimension in the hair. So in that way, yes, but it does cause some damage to the hair.
Okay. Can you tell me how to get rid of the frizz halo?
Well, again, we were just talking about this with my new receptionist, Sabrina, because she has quite a tight curl pattern, and she's young. She's only 20, so it's not gray hair, but she does get that halo frizz and was struggling a little bit. She was feeling like the pinning maybe was, causing a little bit of frizz in her hair. So we've been working with her to be able to achieve, less frizz in her own hair in her own routine. So like I was just explaining, it seems to be working better for her to saturate more, spritz and saturate more her curls on the days that she doesn't wash with a curl refresher, light leave-in detangler, conditioner, and then to actually reapply a little bit of gel, whether it's with the spray gel or just a regular gel, and just kind of smooth that over her hair. That seems to be working really well.
Okay. Is using raw oils okay? Or should it be a store-bought mixture that I use on my curls?
Oh,
Huh.
well, using raw oils is fine because typically they're going to be more pure, and store-bought ones I'm going to say, you have to be careful
Yeah, you
of
gotta be
because
really careful.
typically oils have a lot of silicones in them, and that's why I'm always cautious and always into reading the ingredients and the labels in any other oil that I would purchase or use,
I agree.
whether they're store-bought or salon-bought, because there's a lot of professional products out there that are loaded up with silicones, and we try to stay away from
That
that.
happened this summer, right? When you did, we went on the road, did a road trip. Melanie did some curls on the road at a salon that wasn't ours. That wasn't a salon that had the products that Melanie would typically use, and you ran into that, right?
Yes, and it actually was an organic product line now that I think about it. And oh my gosh, it was so, you could totally tell as soon as I squirted that into my hand that it was loaded with silicones, because you can just feel that slickness. So you have to be careful, definitely. So using just single note oils is fine. It's fine. What I, typically talk about in my salon is that the products that I make have special ingredients to make sure that they're delivered into the hair, but typically in oil, you're not really trying to get, so much into the hair. It is more sitting on top and a finishing product that we're using. So I think that one would be okay.
Okay. I have stringy curls that won't hold their shape. By day 2, all the ringlets are gone, no matter how much I care for them. Any thoughts on what I can do?
I would suggest, I don't know what
Cut,
styling.
maybe?
Well, yeah, maybe, but I don't know what styling products they're using. Again, maybe they're just using a mousse or something that's too light. So maybe more of a firm hold gel would be better, because you're definitely going to get a stronger curl the first day. And then that's how I'm able to go 3, sometimes 4 days with my curls, because as you sleep on it and refresh, it breaks down little by little. But when you're starting off with a more firm curl, it lasts longer. So that's what I would recommend trying.
Okay. I get the best curl clumps when I apply my products upside down, but the back parts of my hair don't get enough product and get extremely frizzy, like they get tangled while upside down. But when I apply my products right side up, I don't get the volume or the curl clumps I want and still get frizz in the back. What do I do? Help.
That's interesting. Well, I'm just picturing it, because when you're upside down, you're getting that product application to that hair underneath, but you're probably not getting it really good on the top, of the back of the head. So I wonder, the way that I do it in the salon, so maybe she can try this. The way that we do it in the salon is we actually apply the gel sitting up. So we're going through section by section, and we actually start in the back on the bottom. So you're getting that first. And then this is quick, we're not spending a ton of time on it. You want to get that gel in fast so the hair is wet before it starts to frizz up at all. And so we're applying it from root to end, sitting upright, so that to make sure that you're getting all of that hair covered section by section. And then we flip the head upside down. So that helps to give you, that fullness and body that she's talking about. And that's when we scrunch the hair and really set and lock that curl in, and then squeeze, the excess water out with our flour sack towel. So I guess I would suggest doing that kind of combination and see if it helps. To apply the gel quickly while sitting upright, and then go ahead and flip the head over and do your scrunching. And you can even apply a little bit more gel if you want then when you're upside down. But try starting first sitting upright and see if that helps, and then flip upside down and do your scrunching and removing of excess water, and set and lock the curl, because that should give plenty of fullness and body.
Okay. Can you suggest some quicker routines for busy days, or tips on speeding it up? Sometimes the whole routine is too time consuming and you only have 30 minutes to get ready. Do you have any ideas on speeding up the morning curl routine? That's tough.
30 minutes. That's from beginning to end. They're waking up and getting ready. That's fast.
Amazing.
Like, how much faster do you want to be?
No, I'm guessing she's taking 30 minutes to do her hair.
Oh.
Don't you take about 30 minutes to do your hair?
No.
No?
No, not really. No, not at all. I find it actually is very fast. So I'm just trying to think. I don't know what's taking so long, if that's just for the hair. I mean,
Is it drying?
oh, well,
There you go.
well, I don't know. Then that's quick. I mean, a lot of people let their hair, we suggest letting it air dry 50 to 80% of the way.
Yeah.
How can you speed it up? Well,
I don't know.
okay, some people are applying the product in the shower, so you can cleanse and condition and apply your product right there in the shower. That should be pretty quick. I don't spend a lot of time on it all. I get through it quickly. And then again, gel application, you can do that very quickly. It doesn't have to, be a slow process. Just getting section by section, whether that's, upright, going side to side, or flipping your head over like we were just talking about. But it literally takes minutes. And then you squeeze and set and lock the curl with your microfiber t-shirt or paper towel or flour sack towel, and then you're just mostly letting air dry. So that shouldn't take very long.
No. Okay. Let's do one more question and then we'll give away a bunch of stuff. How's that?
Okay.
Well, we'll give away some stuff. And then we'll show you how to win some other stuff.
Okay.
I thought I heard, wait a minute. Okay, this is a Raw Curls product question, but just in general. It's actually a good general question. I thought I heard you or Melanie say Raw Curls products should not be used on dripping wet hair. If so, what is the proper way to use Raw Curls conditioner and Raw Curls styling products? We are always hearing squish to condition and apply styling products on dripping wet hair. I'd love to know. No, well, you didn't hear that from me. That
No,
I can
me
tell
either.
you. Yeah, no, that's not the case. So, what are your thoughts, Melanie?
So, right, because I do apply the products on dripping wet hair because we want to keep as much of that moisture and water in the hair. So, I've been having to explain this a lot lately, and oh gosh, well. Anyway, yes, we want that water in the hair along with the products, and then we lock it in, with applying the gels. And so it's interesting because
we had a discussion about this like in the last week, you and I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Well, anyway, because, well, now you're going to make me lose my train of thought. What do you want me to explain that or what?
No, just go down the road you were going.
Okay, well.
I know that I shouldn't have brought it up.
Uh-huh. So anyway, it's interesting when we work with this in the salon and people notice because we start on dripping wet hair. I don't squeeze any of the water out. And then we get into our product application. And by the time, like I just explained, that we flip the head over, a lot of times the hair isn't even dripping anymore because it's soaking all that water into the hair. Because a lot of times our curls are dehydrated. So we're trying to get all that water to moisturize and lock into the hair. So it's interesting, by then it's like it's not even dripping, but I hadn't even squeezed any of it out yet. We have enough that we can hear it squish when we're scrunching it, but it's not like, when you're just standing there in the shower and it's dripping all down your back. So that's just an interesting fact.
Yeah.
So, but that's the way we do it. I don't know where they heard that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay. All right. Let's give away. Do you have anything in that bag, or do you want me to randomly fill that bag after you give it up?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna put some healthy products in there that are non-cancer causing, and that's part of the thing with the whole Raw Curls line, that it's clean, green, and healthy. And that was one of the reasons why I developed it, because of your cancer, of Ken's cancer, that we went through. And
that was fun.
Yes. Yeah, that was a blast. So, there's no bad things in our products that are going to be toxic and cancer causing. So we're going to put some goodies in there that are healthy for all the women out there that either have gone through or know someone who's gone through breast cancer, and just to honor and go along with the breast cancer awareness theme this month.
Okay, that sounds good.
And
so you're going to have to come up with a question or something, some type of question, and whoever is the first person to respond with the correct answer that we see. So don't everybody get upset if they said, I responded before she did or whatever, because we do the best we can. For those of you who've been around long enough, I mean, this is the 90th weekly show. And we've probably got, almost 100 daily shows in already, something like that. So we've got a lot of shows. And, we used to, at the very beginning, used to give away a lot of stuff. Like every couple of days, there would be some type of giveaway. And that would happen a lot where people say, hey, I was the first. No, I was the first. No, I was the first. I'm like, no, it's the first that I see.
Oh, gosh.
I know, women. You guys.
Well, anyway, so we have this cute,
go crazy to win a $10
little
item.
drawstring.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's a little breast cancer drawstring bag.
Okay.
And so to go along with that theme, the question is, we do not use parabens in our products. Why? Because who knows what parabens are and why they're bad.
And why they're bad. That's a good idea. Whoever can be the first person to type why parabens are bad and why we typically don't put them in our products will win this fancy schmancy pink ribbon bag and whatever we decided to put inside of it. So there's that.
Some healthy hair products.
Okay, and we'll contact whoever that person is. I'll do it later tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And we still have going on, drum roll, we still have going on our, there you go. Yep. Our big Curl Crap giveaway number 2 is still going on. You can still enter.
Woo!
Yep. Rhett, my producer, is going to put a link to that. If you haven't entered that contest yet, you can still enter it. He's going to post a link in the comment section on the Facebook Live, and I'll make a post in Instagram later on tonight that'll give you a link for that. Yeah, I think I'll do it tonight. I'll either do it tonight or I'll have Sabrina do it in the morning. So just take a look at the Instagram. You'll see a post about it that'll have the link to Curl Crap giveaway number 2, and that's actually a big one. Do you want to grab that bag? We're not going to tell you what's in it, but Melanie's got it by her legs. Have you noticed it's gotten heavier?
Oh my God,
Oh yeah, it'll be in the, if you're watching on YouTube.
It's gotten
live,
really heavy. I can hardly lift it.
The link will be on YouTube as well. I know. There's a lot in there. I
There's
know.
a lot of crap in this
There's a lot
bag.
of curl crap in there.
What?
If you're into curl crap.
Oh, it's going to pull my headphones off.
I know. There's a lot in that bag.
I work out and I can hardly lift it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're ripped.
Okay.
Told you there's a lot of crap.
Did you pick this stuff up from the gym or what?
Secondhand store.
Oh, wow. Okay, well.
But do you see there's some neat stuff in there, even though it's crap. There's
all
all kinds of goodies in there.
And the best part is the bag.
Is the bag.
Yes, our Curls and Hearts bag, which is so cute. I love it. I have mine. I've been using mine. I use mine all the time, actually.
Yeah.
So cute. So.
Yeah. So that giveaway is going to be on our Halloween horror episode, which is the last Monday of the month, which is, I can't remember what the date is, 28th? I forget what it is. I forget what the date is.
Halloween is the 30th, and that's or the 31st, and that's a Wednesday.
Yeah, whatever that Monday is that of the month, that's 29th. The 29th is the episode we're going to give that bag away. So you got to be watching. So if you entered, you got to watch that show. We'll announce the winner, and we'll pick it up from there. And you know what? One other announcement I'll give you. You know, we've little by little we've tried to start doing some of the Wednesday shows, which are curly hair Q&As, where we bring on a guest. And next week Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next week Wednesday we have another guest coming on. So mark that into your calendars. That's going to be Jessica McGinty, the founder of Jessie Curl Products, is going to be with us for a Q&A, and it'll be fun and it'll be profanity laden, I'm sure.
Oh, yay, it's the adult show.
It's the adult show. Version. I wouldn't bring your kids.
Ooh, I have a good surprise for that one.
If you know
Jessie Curl, yay.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. Yeah, she's not she's not opposed to throwing a You'll see.
She's going to bring out the best of me?
She'll bring out the best in everybody.
Oh, Cool.
Yeah, there's no holds barred, and yeah, I wouldn't have your kids hang out for that one.
Okay,
But
adult
it'll be fun.
version.
Adult version.
Mondays with Melanie.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
it'll be
that'll
fun.
be fun.
Yeah, but it'll be on Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next week. So anyway, so that's it. You got anything in closing for us, or is that pretty much it?
I've given fun facts all the time. I don't think you've given.
I got nothing. And you know what? We've had so many questions coming in lately. We haven't done an Ask Me Anything show because I have no
you
time.
keep skipping Ask Me
because I have no
Anything.
time. I have no time to put in the Ask Me Anything, questions. So we'll see. If I can next week, we'll do it next week. We just haven't had it, which is great. I mean, it's great. Nobody wants to know. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's wrap it up. Let's get rid of this. If you guys would, before you leave, smash up the likes on Facebook where you're watching it live. On Instagram, smash up the hearts for us. That
new
helps us.
podcast lingo, smash up?
I actually made it up. I couldn't think of another word.
Okay.
Click on the hearts. It just didn't seem.
Okay.
Smash up. I like that. What do you think? I think that's pretty cool. Smash up the likes, smash up the hearts for us, and that helps a lot with us.
Well, thank you for joining us on this curl journey, and we hope that we helped to counsel you a little bit, and that you have a great curly week.
Yeah, have a great curly week. Don't forget, daily shows every day, Instagram TV, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, curly hair Q&A question of the day. And we'll see you next week, Monday. Take care.